Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter.
This is our American Idol reaction, and we are really getting close to Hollywood Week now. Are you ready to actually see people more than once?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited to see Francisco back. I'm dying to see Arthur Gunn back. And I really can't wait to see ZACK come back too. There are just so many really solid performers this season that I've now only seen the one time, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, I think this is a really good crop of people. I mean, you watch one episode and you always be like, oh, I don't know. But then you see the whole group and you're like, oh, I like this person and that person and that person. It feels like Arthur Gunn auditioned like 2 years ago at this point. I mean, granted, it feels like we're in some just weird, terrible alternate reality with the past week or two. Hopefully everybody is safe out there. But in this video, we'll talk a little bit about Franklin Boone, Gilberto, Jordan Moyes, Jahzan, and Demi Rae, 5 people who we love from this audition episode. Before we go any further, though, if you do like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. I'm going to start with Franklin because I think Franklin Boone's the best performer on the show tonight. I think he is. His musicality is really great. The minute you say that you basically work at School of Rock and you're helping kids, it's sort of like you immediately become likable, and then he's humble, and he just seems like he's got like a really cool personality. It's just, I want to be his friend. Like, I want to just like, you know, I want to hang out with him and get musical advice, and he's also really, really good.
Yeah, and he sang Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, which is one of my favorite songs, and it's just sort of that whole era, and there's been a lot of people singing like Fleetwood Mac and DILLON and CCR and all these just amazing, amazing artists, and Franklin sang this song in a way that I had never heard before. It was really stripped down, and it was so good because it put his voice as really the star.
Franklin, you give us hope. I'm assuming that you're off at School of Rock teaching kids, you know, Fleetwood Mac, other classics. You're making sure they're not forgotten. I applaud you for that. I really applaud you for this performance. I just really do think that he is, you know, top 10, maybe top 6, if he has really good songs and he just continues to sort of go down this road of giving things that are emotional enough that we can connect to them, but also just really strong vocals and really immersive. You get into his world.
There's just so many people that are digging into the past, sort of into the old record crates of these really powerful older songs, and then because we do have other people that are singing sort of in the same ideas and the same artists like Arthur Gunn. So I'm very excited about this idea this season that we could have like a whole top 10 singing DILLON, CCR, and Fleetwood Mac. It would be amazing and sort of introduce this whole new generation to these beautiful songs.
If this is the case, can Stevie Nicks be like the in-house mentor or something like that?
That would be awesome. Okay, next we're going to talk about Jahzan, who I really liked. So she sang Rockabye Baby, and she also sang Warrior. So her version of Warrior was very good, but I was leaning towards the first song she sang. I loved it so much. She has this really like smooth deepness about her voice and tone that I've never really heard before, and that's what made me like her so much. I mean, her story is very powerful, and I'm really glad that she was able to go through and get a shot, but her voice is amazing, and like I said, it is a standalone, its own lane, and the show needs more people like that.
See, I'm kind of like the opposite when it comes to Jahzan's songs, because I really liked her Warrior better, and I think a part of that is Demi Lovato's song. It's so interesting. Just the word Warrior, she's got like 3 different notes in there, and they all get higher and higher as you go along. Like that is not an easy song. I mean, I feel like you could say that with like almost any Demi Lovato song because her voice is so big and it can go in so many different places. And I felt like Jahzan took a little bit of that. It still felt very much appropriate for her. I also think that if you're going to do Warrior, you kind of have to be able to relate to it. And I think that she can relate to it because, like you said, she has gone through that story. I mean, it's a really heavy story. I mean, if you're getting to the point where you're basically just saying, I can't even talk on TV about some of what I've been through, I cannot even imagine. And, you know, as powerful as her story is, you know, American Idol isn't a competition of who has the most powerful story. It's who has the best voice, the best package, the most appeal to viewers. And she brings all of that, and her story accents that, but her talent and her ability to relay that, I think, makes her who she is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit now about Demi Rae, because Demi, I mean, we've already mentioned one Demi in this video.
Yes, we did.
This Demi, you know, I'm not going to compare her to Demi Lovato, because comparing anybody to Demi Lovato is inherently unfair, but I think Demi Rae, she's really, really good, and I like her vibe. Like, she just feels very positive, and she's been through a lot too, but she seems like she's somebody who is very determined, enthusiastic. She's willing to take chances. I think her voice is really, really cool. I think she's singing for something that's beyond just herself, which I also kind of like. She's trying to sort of represent something, and she's not seeing enough of herself out there, and I like what she stands for so much.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people out there, men and women, that feel the same way that she feels, where you don't really see anybody else out there that's like you. And that's why we need people like Demi on the show, because I think there are just so many of us out there that feel like she feels, where it's just like, oh, I'm a singer and I really want to sing, but I don't see any singers like me. So I'm hoping that with her beautiful voice and just how cool and kind of stylish she is, she has this cool style about her that is really unique, that I love, because playing with style and being able to then also play with your voice in the way that she does, I think she's going to inspire a lot of people. I think she's going to be a lot of fun to watch. She's
taken the bull by the horns, and
yeah.
I am always going to get on board with somebody who comes out, is enthusiastic, is fun, and is open without being over the top, or confident without being cocky. And I think she has a lot of that, but she's also still relatable. So she's got pretty much everything I would want in someone auditioning.
And very positive.
Very, very positive.
Okay, so now we're going to be talking about Gil. And
okay.
I really liked him. Okay, so he came in, and when he sat down at the desk and he started singing to Lionel Richie, Hello, I was sold. I was like, this guy's voice is so gorgeous. I love it. I didn't expect that voice to come out of him, and it did. And I was like, whew, there's no way that he's not going through. Then he went and did his audition to Proud Mary, and it got very theatrical and crazy. And I was just kind of like, I wish that had just been the audition, Hello. Because Proud Mary is an insanely hard song to do, and it started to become more about the performance than his voice. So when they asked him to sort of strip it down, just focus on the voice, take all this other stuff away, like he did at that first moment when he was just singing to Lionel and singing Hello, and I was just like, yes, Gil, give me more of this. I love this. So I'm very excited to see him take what they gave him, the suggestions they gave him, and see what happens next with him, because his voice is something else.
This is such an interesting audition, because I didn't know what was going on when Gilberto goes out there and starts doing Hello. It's just like, how does he know all the words to this? Like, did he practice this? Was this planned? And yet it worked?
I feel if you're going on this show, you need to know some Lionel Richie tracks, or else.
You should know, you should just go up there prepared to do like a medley of all, like start with Hello, and then like halfway through start doing like Teenage Dream, and then, you know, no offense to Luke Bryan, I don't know a lot of Luke Bryan songs off the top of my head. I'm not a country guy, it's the only reason why, but then you do some Luke Bryan at the end.
And that's why you'd be kicked off the stage. You should know some Luke Bryan before you go in.
And then, yeah, I know, exactly. and then afterwards, you just do a Ryan Seacrest impression. But no, I think that Gil's a good singer. The way I actually relate to him a lot, only in the sense that, you can see how badly he wants it, and he almost feels like he's trying so many different things because he wants to be seen and he wants to be understood, and you know, he's probably just never gotten the break that he wants, and that's probably what's led him to do this big, over-the-top, theatrical thing. And I think Proud Mary, so much of it often becomes, let's just try to impersonate Tina Turner, and it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, no, Tina Turner, this song needs to... No offense to anybody singing, it just needs to be retired. It is so difficult, and Tina Turner is such a legend that, for me, if you're not singing it at least as good as Tina Turner, then don't sing it. And it is very few and far between that I've heard this song sung like Tina Turner. It is just not out there.
What do you think? Are thumbs up or thumbs down on the Gil getting his chest waxed montage at the end of the performance?
Yeah, it just feels like one of those things that people like to do for reality TV shows.
I would know nothing about this, but no, yeah, he's a fun guy.
Yeah,
I want to root for him. It'd be so funny. He shows up at Hollywood Week. He's got like a suit on and a tie, and he just looks totally different.
Yeah, I'm very curious what they're going to do there.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he keeps himself, but just as a chance to sort of show off different sides. But, all right, Jordan Moyes is the last person I want to talk here about. Jordan, he's going to get overshadowed, I think, by a lot of the other people because he didn't really get that much of a, like, montage or anything leading up to him singing, but... Yeah,
there wasn't a lot of, like, get to know me with him, and you really didn't need it because his voice was crazy.
It was just sort of like, here's how good I am, here's how good of a singer I am, here's how good of a guitarist I am, like, here's how much I connect to what I'm singing. He just... Like, he actually feels like someone who could put an indie album out tomorrow and it would already be good. And, you know, there's other people on this show who I think are really still kind of diamonds in the rough, who are younger, don't have... It feels like Jordan has experience already, and he kind of has a sense of what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. I just hope that Idol lets him do what he wants to do moving forward, because he seems like this is going to be one of those situations where Idol was like, hey, do this song, even if it doesn't suit you. And I think he has a really good sense of who he is.
Yeah, I think he does too. And hopefully the machine is not going to get too much in his head and change him too much. And we'll let him just sort of do his own thing, sing songs like this one, which was I'm on Fire.
Yeah.
As beautiful. Like, you could even hear the judges are just like, I just need to sign this guy right now.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, this guy, how is this guy not signed? Like, beautiful.
Yeah, he's so good, and I hope he gets screen time, and he might be one of the... There's always, like, one contestant who doesn't get enough screen time, and then they get eliminated way too soon. Please don't let that be him. We'll see what happens in Hollywood Week, but we will be back very soon to start talking American Idol, because we now have it on multiple times a week, at least for a little while, until they decide to sacrifice a second night of American Idol in favor for The Bachelor, Listen to Your Heart, which is going to desecrate everything American Idol stands for. But anyway, what is your guys' feelings on this episode tonight and your favorite performers? Share in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking the link in the description to the store, and we'll see you here next time.